Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back to this segment. Back again to let you know what's happening with our players, and let's start with the hottest topic in the transfer market right now. Victor Boniface closing down a deal to join an Al Nassr of Saudi Pro League, and the latest right now is that he and his agent have concluded the deal in terms of personal wages to expect, and he is going to become the third richest, no, or the third highest paid player in the Saudi Pro League with this contract if it comes to reality, and it's almost close. So the report is he's going to be earning around 15 million euros per season, and the contract is going to stay until 2029. That's a lot of money, and Al Nassr have reportedly reached an agreement of 60 million euros plus 5 million euros in excesses of bonus to pay to Bayern Leverkusen. So the club is good with that fee, and Victor Boniface is also good with his new arrangement, which is going to see him earn almost 5 times, more than 5 times his current salary with the club. You know, so it's all good right now, and the only thing that seems to be holding this deal is the fact that Al Nassr are also still considering Duran, what's his name, Duran of Aston Villa. So they're looking at signing that guy as well, but he appears to be more expensive than Victor Boniface because Aston Villa are asking for 80 million euros and Al Nassr are tabling around 70 million euros. So if there's no compromise from Aston Villa, then Al Nassr will go with Victor Boniface. So that's what's happening right now. He actually didn't train with his Bayern Leverkusen teammates ahead of their game today in the UEFA Champions League. They actually have a game against Sparta Prague, but Victor Boniface will not show up for that game because he is preparing to leave right now. So we'll see what happens if the deal breaks through. It's almost like 85-90% completed right now, so Al Nassr will still push today being Wednesday with the hope of completely closing that deal and having Victor Boniface go do medical and then sign properly for Al Nassr and become the newest player for the club. But we are going to move on now to the next story, and then let me let you know that a certain young talented Nigerian player, Ambrose Ochibo, has now joined William Chus Ekong's Al Khalud in the Saudi Pro League, and this is obviously a big step. He joined from Tunisian club Esperance Sportif des Azes, and is now a teammate of William Chus Ekong. In fact, they've even trained once since he joined the club. This is definitely good news, considering the background of Ambrose. He just a few months ago, several months ago rather, he was there in the local league playing in the NNL league, Nigerian league, and then he transferred to Tunisia, and then shortly afterwards he is now made this move to play alongside the captain William Chus Ekong. Definitely a dream come true, of course, for the youngster, and then we wish him all the best at the club. And speaking of transfers as well, we also have Super Eagles defender Ekerete Udom, who has now signed for a Greek club side called Asteras Tripolis until the end of the season. After he completed his medical, he actually transferred from Rivers United. He transferred from Villarreal Team B. After making that move to Villarreal from NPFL's Rivers United. So a great one for the home-based players. There have been a lot of exportation of our players in recent times. That's to show you how good our boys are becoming and how much they've been in demand, out there in Europe and also in Asia. But moving away, guys, just wanted to share with you what transpired this evening in the press conference with Victor Boniface's teammate and fellow Bayern Leverkusen striker Patrick Schick. He showed up, along with the coach as well for the pre-match conference, which is the norm, before Champions League game. And then the reporter was so corny as to ask him, what he would have done if a Saudi club side came and was asking him to came to him with a huge offer, for him to make the move. And then not Loftus, Patrick Schick replied when he was asked that question. He said, "I'm 29 and I'm still ambitious to play at top level. It's not a topic at the moment for me. Everyone is different, but speaking for myself, this is not the right time." And he was obviously being asked this question because of his teammate Victor Boniface and the fact that he is very close to leaving Leverkusen because of big money offer, big salary, and things like that. This was why he was asked the question, and Loftus Cheek said, Patrick Schick, said that he would never consider something like that because he still has ambition in terms of staying in Europe's top leagues and then winning trophies. But no judgment whatsoever. In my own opinion, I'm not judging, Boniface for actually making this move. To be honest, I think there's no good or bad, there's no right or wrong decision here for the player. It just depends on what the player wants. If he wants that move, definitely he has to make it. And then whatever anyone says, it's their problem. At the end of the day, you play football as a profession, as a career to make money. And if you have the opportunity to make, that kind of money, I think it makes perfect sense to go for it. And when you're coming from, a part of the world such as Nigeria, and you have seen what poverty does to people, and you actually came out from it, then obviously it's a no-brainer. So I don't judge our players for making these moves, and especially with the fact that even the Saudi Pro League is even very competitive right now. We have a lot of players who are top players, top professionals, elite players in Europe who have now moved there. So definitely, even though it's not the best decision in terms of footballing reason, it's certainly a decision that's going to challenge him as well, of course. But let me leave that one for you to, let me know what you think about it, and then let you know the last updates right now about Coach Eric Schell. He has now come out to say that he doesn't care about the AFCON 2025 Group C opponent right now. That's not his problem right now. The thing that is bothering his mind is actually winning the two games that he has in front of him in March. Those games in the World Cup qualifiers series against Rwanda and then Zimbabwe. But he, gave a little bit of comments regarding the group. He says there's no easy team in the group. Of course, it's going to be difficult, whether it's Uganda you're playing or Tunisia or the other guys, Sudan. Or Tanzania. You're always going to meet a tough test because all of the teams that qualify, they are good. So this is what the man has said, and he's just only focusing on the two games coming up in March. But that is the update. Leave your reaction. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Nigeria Food TV and stay tuned for more videos.